Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Humor and Healing. We're back. The gang is back. Everybody's here together now. We survived Christmas. Drama. We didn't kill our family members. We did not get arrested. We did not shoot anybody. We have all our limbs and fingers, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just discussing this online that on live that the producers here keep giving us bottles of tequila, and they just keep getting my wife drunk over and over again. I
On the
don't know if it's part of the
holidays.
scheme. Of,
I know, I'm right. Like,
booze them up.
I don't know. I think they know what I like.
Yeah,
Tequila.
Yeah.
if you're out there looking for a studio and they're gonna booze you up, guys, this is the studio, guys. This is where you want to
Trinity
come.
Films. That's right.
That's right.
All right, so how's it going? Christmas good?
It was good, man. It's good. Just hanging out with the family. A lot of new clothes.
That's
good.
I look over at Gabby.
I see the new wardrobes.
Right.
Mhm. Flash.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A lot of gifts. Nate did well this year. Yeah, Santa brought him a PC.
Ooh.
He was all excited about that, so he's playing right now.
Oli did very well too. I mean, her uncles
I bet.
in this room got her this wicked Lego thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun, by the way.
Oh, us.
That was really,
I was like, what?
that was really fun, by the way.
That was so cute.
Blast.
It came out good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man. We did it in no time. So
Yeah.
let's get started. What
Ooh,
do
we're
we
gonna
got?
go right into it, huh?
Right into it. Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna go into our first video, and this one's actually on a very popular comedian, Bobby Lee, and let's take a look.
I want to meet somebody where I can fall in love, but I feel like I'm not sticky anymore. Okay, let me explain myself. Okay?
I'm with you.
So
So far.
just hear my theory here.
Okay, let's say what's your
My
theory?
friend said, right, there was a girl that I was seeing, and she was like, yeah, your sticker has no more stick. And I go, what do you mean? And this is what she said. Okay, imagine yourself as a Scotch tape, right? And a piece of paper is every time you hook up with a girl or you're dating, right? So then you undo it, right? But you, right, have had 1,000 stick, you know what I mean, right? And it's no longer sticky.
Wow,
What?
that is
And I go, well, I want to get back to stick. You know what I mean? So, and I find that
That's
to be.
by the way, super powerful analogy.
Are you being real?
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Because what I find is in my early 20s, when I first started dating, I remember being more in love, more mesmerized by a woman, right? And going, oh my, and those feelings of like being in a pink cloud, all that. And that's dead to me. That's gone. You know what I mean? I get, I get like, I wonder what she looks like naked kind of excitement. But it's like, that the magical feelings that I used to have are completely gone. So I'm trying to get my stick back, bro.
Okay, so Bobby Lee explains how his love is not sticky anymore. Is that a thing?
I have my own thoughts on this. Saw the video. I have my own thoughts on this, but what are your thoughts on this?
I think he did a really great job of explaining that with the sticky analogy. I thought that was really smart. I've told you guys about this study in the past where sleeping around affects people in a negative way usually. And so I remember this study was saying that women who had more than 10 sexual partners, like after like 11, 12, and so on, their likelihood of getting divorced if they get married is something like 80%. So meaning the more sexual partners a woman had in this particular study, the more likely they were to get divorced. And part of the reason they were saying is because their ability to pair bond with someone to actually connect with them on an emotional level wasn't messed up. And these girls that were sleeping around a lot, actually it affected them. They were not able to connect really well with their partner. And so the same thing happened to guys basically. But with guys, the way it seems to affect them is it made them a little bit more narcissistic, more likely to lie. And I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you have to convince someone to sleep with you. So you have to use all kinds of, tactics, right?
Magic.
Right. And so, yeah, men that slept around a lot, like past 10 partners were a lot more likely to be selfish, to have psychopathic behavior, just meaning less empathy, and more likely to be, deceiving.
Okay. Here's my theory.
I can see his face.
I know, he was thinking while you were talking.
I really thought
He's like,
about
"Me."
this, the stickiness.
Yeah. The sticky. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh no, he's getting literal.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
I think the fact that Bobby Lee has gone through relationships and trials and tribulations and the things that he had to deal with women, the more he has to deal with, the more he dates women, because every relationship is going to come with a new set of problems. Mm-hmm. And our instinct as human beings is we tend to put up these barriers and we start becoming these unsticky person because now I already can foresee where this is going. Not my first rodeo. Been with a woman like this. Why? Because I've been with multiple women. That now I've created this list of things that are checklists that go, oh, there you go. And that's the unstickiness that he's talking about. Mm-hmm. I think that if he realized that and go, you know what, I got to take every single individual relationship that I encounter that I want to explore as its individual relationship. Mm-hmm. And now use the information that I've gathered from the past to make sure to let me open up my eyes and realize, whoa, this is going to be a hard one. I've been through this one. This one's a toxic one. Gotta go. But he has to be healthy enough to know those differences and go, okay, this is where I need to step away. If you can't even see those signs and know that I got to walk away, she's love bombing me or she's doing this or I'm doing this or I'm doing that, he's not going to know how to maneuver through it. But I think once you get enough relationships, you get enough experience. As long as you get enough therapy or you get enough insight, you go or listen to this podcast, you'll go,
there you go.
Like that.
Does that make sense? Yeah. I think that's where it comes because I'm so scared of women in society now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like I'm super as a person that's in the public eye that's going to do shows. You know, I pick up my hands at every picture. I'm very transparent. Nobody's in my green room. If there is somebody in my green room, there's other people in that green room that can
It's not because I'm toxica, right?
No, not toxica. No. You'll never catch me in there with just if there's a girl in my green room, I get out. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, she might say he did something there. You know what? I wasn't even in the room. Check the cameras. Mm-hmm. That's how I am now, very standoffish. Why? Because society now has trained us to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
We're victims.
Yeah. What do you think? Because, you know, men and women are different, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you were to get into, I don't know, if you were wrestling with Rocio, but not the fun kind of wrestling. That's a good kind. But just regular wrestling, like you know, like physical sports, right? Likely you'd win because you're usually bigger. Men tend to be bigger, stronger. That's normal, right? Mm-hmm. And so men physically have the advantage over women, but a lot of people don't know women have the advantage when it comes to verbal and communication and. Like when I'm in therapy, I have to be a referee because the women can easily run over the husband in therapy during couples where the guy like doesn't have the words to explain how he feels or what he thinks about a situation. And the wife is like running him over. And so the reason
they're no good. No
yeah, literally. No good. But no, really, you just see him like you know he wants to say, but he has no idea how to put the words to it.
Caesar, go home.
And go home. Yeah, no good.
No good.
No, but and I guess what I'm getting at is, so how do men show that? We use it through violence, right? Like if you're never gonna just automatically disrespect another man because you know it can go to a physical level very quickly, right?
Absolutely.
And women, they're the same, but it's different. Like women show aggression and violence differently than men. Men, physical, will punch, whatever, right? Women, you guys show it through reputation destruction, spreading rumors. Attacking the person's personality or their women. Yeah, look, a man will bruise you, a woman will hurt you. Like it's very different. Like they will wound you with that, right? And the reason I'm saying all this is because society's set up in such a way right now where reputation is everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so women have the advantage because that's their mode of doing things.
Yeah, all I have to do is be accused. I don't have to be guilty. That's all I have to be is accused. And it's up to me to prove to everybody in society that this person now spread the rumor, especially if they have a bigger social media. Yeah. Where they have the bigger stick. And they decide, well, this is what I'm going to say. Oh, yeah. There you go. And so wouldn't you be standoffish and careful?
Mm-hmm. Well, look what's happening with Blake Lively.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Look where this conversation's going. What do you think he's going to do next time he has a film? He is going to have somebody as a witness everywhere he goes now. Every other producer, director wants to do the same thing now.
And she's the bigger fish. She's
yes, and
she
gets to get a bigger microphone to accuse him. Now, if he turns out to be innocent, well, too bad. He's already guilty in the public opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already been fired of things.
Absolutely. They were letting him go already. And people were already turning their back on him, not even knowing what the outcome is or what really happened.
They don't care to look.
Yeah.
No, because it's more exciting.
That's just crazy, though, because to me, like, I think about that story. I watched the movie.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I liked it.
Oh, because you read the book.
Yeah, I read the book.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But it just, I don't know. I'm in my era of like, if I don't feel comfortable with something, I just get out of that situation, and I just feel like, okay, if he was making you feel that uncomfortable, right? Like fire him at that moment, or you leave the project. But she kept going. So
she has the power and the money to
Of
do
course
so.
she does, yeah.
That's why didn't you? Because you have the power and the money.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, what caused this? Because all of a
I
sudden,
don't know. I have a theory.
Maybe because her boyfriend wasn't there.
I think there might have
been.
been. I think the husband might have been around on stage, and he was like, maybe this is a little too friendly. So she has to like show, hey, it wasn't okay. Look, you know what? I'm gonna sue him just so you know I'm serious.
No, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Fuck him.
Yeah, like
my relationship with you is way more important than my relationship with him.
Of course.
You're right. You're
That's my
one
theory.
absolutely right. But I can't be the one accusing him. You have to accuse him. Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna accuse him.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly. Yeah, there you go. Allegedly.
oh no.
I don't know.
Listen, as society, we've sacrificed other figures. Why wouldn't we do it to him?
Oh my God.
As
Yeah.
society, we sacrifice a lot of figures whenever we deem them or some other plan deems them not appropriate anymore. Like, since when do we allow certain things when we won't allow certain things? It's somebody is in the background pulling those strings going, this is what we're going to mess with. This is what we're...
Yeah.
That's it. But did he it? Diddy definitely did it.
Diddy did it.
Like, you don't have that much baby, and say you didn't do it. Nobody needs that much.
You don't
baby
have that
oil.
many babies. Come
No,
on.
Diddy did it.
Do you even have a baby?
Yeah, no.
I hope not.
Diddy definitely did it. He deserves
You're not
everything.
that ashy.
No, it's just
Oh
certain
my
things
God.
you just can't. Yeah, there's just certain things you just can't.
You got
explain.
saladitos, elbows.
Yeah. Inside joke.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Go back
so-
to, I don't know what episode.
That's right.
All right, guys. Let's move on to something a little bit more serious. This one's by a video by Richard Haza. And let's take a look real quick, and then I'll explain a little bit after.
Okay.
How about you find this funny? How about I throw my ring out the window? How about that?
What ring?
That ring. Ha ha ha! Not so funny now, is it?
Are you serious?
I'm real serious.
Why would you do that?
Cause we're all ha ha.
You're just joking
That'd be
around like we
funny.
always do.
Yeah, we're joking around right now.
Go get it.
No, you will get it.
Go get it.
You will get it. What? I thought we were just ha ha and joking.
Go get it.
No, you will get it.
You don't think it's worth it?
What do you mean?
You don't. Why would you
You
do
don't
that?
think it's worth it for you to go
You
get it?
don't. You don't want that. You don't want that ring.
What are you talking about?
You don't care about that ring.
I just told you to go get it. What? Claire still ha ha? No?
I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to get that ring.
Ha ha?
I'm serious.
What?
Are you being serious right now?
No.
You really,
Joking around, I thought.
you really threw. Which ring you had on? The wedding ring? The
Yes.
engagement ring?
Both.
No, you didn't. I saw one ring on your finger. When you
Yeah.
threw it. You threw one ring. Which
No.
ring was that?
The one with the diamond on it.
No.
Yeah. It's a shirt anyway, so it doesn't matter. What? What?
You wouldn't do that.
You saw me throw it out.
You wouldn't do that.
You saw me throw it out.
You wouldn't
I
throw
thought
it
we were
right now.
joking around.
You wouldn't
It
do
don't
that.
feel too good, does it?
You wouldn't do that.
Maybe I wouldn't do that.
Oh my key.
It fell down, I'm sorry. Here.
Stay there.
What are you doing?
All right. So on this video, this woman, looks like they're joking around in the car, and she throws out the wedding ring with a diamond on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl, you could have pawned that, first of all.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? What is
Irvin hates this one.
You hate this one? I hated it too, but I want to know why you hated it, Irvin.
Yeah. And then us regular mortals will.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mortal. First of all,
Because we're mortals.
No, it's because I've seen it a lot in therapy.
Really?
And that's
Wow,
like
so
that's
you
like
picked them
Wait,
up.
they throw rings in therapy?
I've seen stuff like that, or just taking it off, putting in, just saying like, I want to get divorced, like just really disrespectful things.
It's right there.
Right. And remember, I told you guys about the 4 horsemen of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You see these 4, and there's a 85% chance you're going to divorce in the next 5
Can we
years.
go through them
Is
again?
that the
Yeah.
contempt?
So usually, and hopefully I remember. So give me a sec. We're gonna have to.
sorry.
We might have to edit this, but
It's all right. The ones you
we'll,
can.
we'll get it though. We'll get it. So I
want people going, fuck, you only said 5.
I know.
You only said 5. Right? What the?
Irvin's gonna
We'll
come
put
back
it
with
in
a
the
scroll next
description.
time.
No. It's if I remember correctly, I think it's criticism, defensiveness, stonewalling, and contempt.
Contempt.
There you go. See, I do remember
Oh,
those.
shit. I got all 3 so far.
There you go.
I have contempt for you. It's okay.
but it's sad though, because all these 4, they build on each other. Usually starts off as criticism one or to each other, and it usually gets worse till defensiveness happens in the relationship, because of course you're getting blamed all the time and criticized all the time, and eventually it goes to stonewalling, where it's like, why even try with you? Like, all you do is see everything wrong with me, so you just become a wall to them. Like, you don't give them anything, and you guys start doing that to each other, and then ultimately all that leads to contempt. Genuine hatred for the other person. Like, you just wish them harm. You don't want to be with them anymore. And I've seen that. And so just the disrespect that woman had for her fiance, husband, whatever he was to her, and just not even care. Like, the pride in her face, like I know what I did was
Smart.
serious, but in her mind she's like, I just want to make sure I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so she chose to do the most disrespectful thing to him. And he's just like, you can tell he's in shock. He has no idea how to
yeah, he's
like-
processing, and she's done.
I
Yeah.
think in his head, he's going, wait, how many years in jail for hitting her?
Mate,
He's
who knows?
calculating.
Sure, it went through his mind.
Jeez.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him for being that angry though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially if I mean, when she said it's insured, I was like, so it wasn't like at Sears. You didn't buy this at Sears. This is something that's insured. Like, this cost, he's probably still paying for that ring.
Yeah, and you know what? She probably won't get her insurance money after that video.
Oh yeah.
No, of course not.
Well, she's ugly to be talking about a ring.
Oh, I'm glad
Like,
you
did
said
you?
it.
No, wait.
Gabby,
I'm so glad you said it, not me. She is hideous
awesome.
too.
Did you see?
Damn, mija. There's a
I'm sorry.
dude. You're like
That's all I
a
was
3 or a
thinking.
4. And like, there's a 6 that would
Barely.
took that ring in a second.
Yeah,
Like,
like
he was a good looking guy.
bad, not bad.
he
I
was
mean,
like-
bad looking dude.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
he seemed like he was like, what'd you just do? And she was like, go get it then. And but she knew, like, she had,
Yeah.
effed up, and he was just like, you could see the hurt in the way he was
yeah.
it was
talking.
painful for him.
And I was just like, oh my god.
Now, is it also the way she was raised? Like, I mean, like, I think when you're raised broke, you appreciate certain things. Like, you're not going to do something as stupid as throwing out a ring that you're still paying for or you have insured. Do you know what I mean? Like the value of things, because it cost me nothing. That's why I threw it out. The guy that's paying for that ring is the guy that's sitting there going like, can't believe she threw that ring away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
guy that paid for it, like, because she's never paid for anything. She's like,
Well, dude, but to me, like, the value in the ring, and because I make you buy rings a million times because you lose them. For
So
me, the ring is like, it's a symbol. It's not the price of it. I mean, of course, and like, it's pretty, like, I like the price tag. Of course, who doesn't? But like, it's the symbol of why you wear it. Richard has like $12 rings that he buys all the time because he loses.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
to
yeah.
me,
That's smart.
if he wears it, I'm like, oh, he's wearing his ring. Like, it's special to me.
Yeah.
So for her to like, I could never do. I mean, unless I was done, and I, like you said, contempt, right? Like, she's been checked out for a while.
But she knew that was gonna hurt him to the core. This
Yeah.
is why she did it, because like you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
talk about, everyone started saying that guys bruise and women just
Scar,
scar
like
or
They
something.
wound, they hurt. Yeah.
She knew that was gonna wound him because
Bitches.
for whatever reason she was hurt or whatever, or she just wanted to get at him.
now, just playing devil's advocate, we still don't know who this guy is either. Like, we all we saw is her throw that ring. We don't know
So
if he.
ugly. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know.
No
what he
context
does.
needed for that.
mad
I get throwing that ring out. Girl.
She's still
I mean,
ugly.
once you get the whole story, you go, man, she should throw him out the door.
I know, right?
He hit her.
We don't know what kind of
cheated.
person he is either. So that's just a perfect example of us jumping to conclusions.
That's true.
Maybe there's a big reason why she threw that ring. She's trying to get him to get off so she can take off.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know.
You know, yeah,
Why are
right.
they recording?
That too.
I don't know. And why only show that? Show me the whole argument.
That's true. I want to see everything.
That's true.
I mean, it's just saying.
I know.
Diddy still did it though.
Yeah,
I don't
he sure
care. I
did.
don't care.
Diddy.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Let's.
I know, I was gonna say never mind. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone.
This is a safe space.
Look, allegations, but the whole thing with
No,
DJ Khaled
dude.
and all this
Allegations.
stuff.
No, there's videos.
Apparently, Diddy was saying he filled up DJ Khaled's trunk, is how he worded it. And so, like, I was reading a comment that was
Another one.
yeah, no, literally,
Another one.
another one.
Another one.
I'm just laughing because, like, I was reading the comments and someone's like, "Man, DJ Khaled has not posted in like a month since it started."
Not quiet.
I'm just saying, allegedly, I don't know, but I'm just saying
The Diddy's filling up trunks.
he's filling up trunks.
Wow,
Somebody's
that's a
trunk.
big old trunk.
Diddy said everyone's going down.
Oh my God.
Oh,
After
yeah.
every topic, we're gonna have a Diddy joke.
I know.
Why is it that we take so much joy in seeing successful rich people?
Because I knew he was a piece of crap. I'm sorry.
I think
For
so,
years,
yeah.
I've always said it.
What, DJ Khaled too?
No, Diddy.
I mean,
I know, but
Oh yeah,
All of these people are gonna go down. I can't wait.
I know.
why? Why do you guys
Why?
take so much joy in seeing people
It's
suffer?
not the joy. It's not joy. It's just like
they're not good
it's
people.
karma, man.
Yeah.
They need karma. Karma needs to like
They're
the
not good
world
people.
doesn't need them.
See why you shouldn't be famous? You see why
It's
you
true.
shouldn't be
You
famous?
shouldn't be
That's
rich
the fact.
either. You have too much time on your hands. You start filling up
You
trunks.
shouldn't have that much money and like come on.
Yeah.
The word-
Doctors should be making that kind of money.
Teachers.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Teachers,
Absolutely,
I don't. I don't agree with like that kind of money being given to like people like that.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Give it to the teachers and give it to the doctors so that we can like be better as a community, a society.
People actually make a difference.
People that make a difference in the world. Like come on.
Listen, I'm not even gonna ask you that far. Just take care of your kid. Just
Yeah.
take care of your kid. Like I don't want you to contribute to shit to society. Just take care of your kid. I don't want your kid to grow
That
up to
is
be a piece of
And
shit.
that doesn't mean spoil them with riches.
No.
No, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
a parent.
That's
like,
the problem. That's what people think is taking care of kids. Is giving them everything, and then they don't teach them the values, and then we get shitty people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, what's next?
Anyways, speaking about
Allegedly.
fathering.
Allegedly.
Speaking of fathering, this next video is in Spanish, but I'll do my best in explaining it in English.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Ya que tú grabas todo, yo voy a empezar a grabar también. Bajo a mi hija
Graba
mayor.
lo que quieras,
Bajo
pero
a mi
métete
hija.
en tu cabeza que tú ya no somos nada. Mi hija es ella es de otro papá.
Pero le estás haciendo una humillación, o sea,
No,
ella-
no la estoy humillando, simplemente que cada quien por su lado. Yo vengo a traer a mi hija y tú te quedas con tu hija.
o sea, no
Sí,
te da pena
o sea,
que te esté grabando.
No, porque pena, ¿por qué? No me la estoy robando ni estoy ofendiendo, simplemente estamos dialogando.
Pero tú la criaste a ella de 8 años, ella
yo
te ve
la
como un papá,
crié,
¿cómo le
pero-
vas a hacer eso?
Pero ajá, tú pensaste en eso cuando metiste tu tontería. ¿Pensaste en eso?
Pero una tontería la
Métetelo
comete
en la
cualquiera.
cabeza, sí, pero para tu edad y madre de 2 hijas, hayas pensado antes, ¿no crees?
O sea, y de paso agarrarla con la niña que la
No,
niña
no
no
la
tiene
estoy
nada que ver.
agarrando simplemente para que ya no se siga acostumbrando conmigo porque ya no vamos a estar juntos, ya no estamos juntos.
Sí, vamos a estar,
No.
eso es una pelea momentánea.
Métete en la cabeza que no vamos a estar, ¿ok? Y eso ya lo decidiste tú por tu tontería.
Mira lo
Yo-
que hizo, bajó la niña de la camioneta porque él que no es su hija y viene solamente por su hija. O sea, de paso que me
Ahora
sigues
quieres que yo-
humillando a mí
no,
como
no
su mamá.
humillando, simplemente que eso es lo que tú quisiste, lo hayas pensado antes.
Oh my gosh, this one is hot. Like, okay, so this is about a couple who looks like they're no longer together. It looks like she had a daughter previous to this relationship, and then she created a daughter with this new relationship. He is now, if they are now separated, he is now picking up his biological daughter, and he's not taking his stepdaughter, who was a stepdaughter. He's like, you know what? I can't take her. She's not my kid. Take her to her daddy. And she's like, well, you raised her for like 4 years or something. And they're going back and forth in front of the little girl who's not the biological daughter. And she looks like she's 11, maybe. She's seeing all this go down, and like you can tell it's sad. That's so for the little girl, it's sad. But who's right? Should he have taken the kid? Should he not have? How should they have handled the situation better?
Yeah.
But like there was a million ways they could have done it
Yeah, I
done it
think so.
better.
I think so.
As a mom, I know what I would have done, but
So,
Irvin?
Irvin, how do you approach something like that? And do you think it's right? Listen, like a moral, ethical thing. Do you think he should have took her? First of all, he should have took the older kid with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm always a fan of don't have these like arguments in front of the kids, like you know, because then like even if you're explaining good reasoning, like the child is like the stepdaughter's still hearing that.
Yeah.
And she might perceive that as rejection or there's something wrong with her. So I don't think that's a helpful conversation to have in front of the kids.
Right.
That should be a private conversation. I mean, you said there's really a million ways he could have handled it. He could have taken him just that one time, bring him back, and then set the boundary with the mom and had the conversation.
Private.
In private, exactly.
Yes, because it's still a rejection to an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Exactly,
It's detrimental.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't recover from something like that.
No.
Yeah.
They don't recover from something like that. To hear somebody and then argue, fuck. Like you're the cause
About
of this argument.
Yeah. Oh,
So the whole guilt is on
I
you.
wanted to hug her.
Of course.
I know.
Because you
So
were.
sad.
But as a mom, if you know that this person doesn't want to take your kid, why would you want your kid to go with that person?
Right.
Because she's the type of mom that would record it and put it up,
I,
the video
yes.
herself.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
Exactly.
mom you're dealing with.
Right.
The
I'm just thinking,
narcissistic.
like,
Yep.
girl, you really
Yes.
want your me time this bad? Like,
Yes.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
like,
really, I think that's her biggest argument. She's like, I was supposed to go out this
and then-
weekend. And now I got to babysit my own kid.
and then like too, like she could have like said, you know what? Okay, well, I'll tell her that the court system doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
It's not like in her eyes, that's still her like.
Like, mommy, why
Maybe-
can't I go with daddy? Well, mija, the court doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
They said only she can.
It's not that
it's
he
not
doesn't
that-
want you.
Exactly.
Even if it's not true. But again, they get so into like their feelings about themselves. It's so selfish.
Of course. She's putting this out.
You guys think about
herself.
your kids first. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like, this is the worst thing is that little girl's going to grow up. That video is going to live forever because it's a viral video.
I know.
She will never outlive that video. And one day she's just going to not take it anymore and just exit. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, we live in a time where if you're in school and somebody says, hey, man, I got pictures of your mom naked, it's probably true. It's true.
It's probably true.
Yeah, it is true.
Do you understand? We live in an era now where if somebody makes a comment like that, guys go, yeah, it's probably true. And that sucks because that kid can't do anything about it. He's a child. And everything that we as adults put out there, they're going to be affected by it. They're going to be crucified by that content. And this especially, she's never going to outlive this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you become a decent human being after this? How do you grow up thinking that anybody loves you?
Yeah.
Sucks, dude. And it lives forever. And it's a viral video. It's not something that's not going to, it's always going to live there.
Mhm. And like she's gonna grow up also thinking like it's okay to have all these men in my life because my mom did.
Well, she's gonna repeat what her mom's
She's
doing.
gonna continue
Yeah.
and think it's okay and it's normal. That's
But they're both just being vindictive because
yeah.
if he did raise her for some years,
Yeah.
come on, dude, like take her. She wants to be with the sister, like because at the end of the day, they're still sisters, right?
Of course.
It's not about that. It's because he was there.
No, I know.
I guarantee you, hearing the conversation she had about the first daughter and how she was going to screw the first husband out of money because of her daughter, and I'm going to get him for this and I'm going to get him for that. He has a right to pay for my daughter and this. And he was a boyfriend at that time. Then they got married, and then they had a child.
But
And now he understands. Oh, the same thing you did to your first husband, you're going to try to do with me. Right now, it's no. You're not going to get one over me. I'm not going to spend one penny on your child. That's not my child. That's your child. This is my child. He's doing that because he doesn't want to look stupid. Like,
yeah, no, he's
they would
doing it
laugh.
because he's being recorded. But they broke up, right? Because
Yeah.
she probably cheated
She
on
did.
him
She
because
cheated on him, yeah.
he's like he kept saying like, oh, what you did, this is
Yeah.
this is a repercussion.
Yeah.
You had everything. I gave you a car, I gave you a house, I gave you everything, and what you did. He didn't even say it. He
Well,
was
there's a
just like-
backstory. Richard was telling me to that.
So this
is
is
there?
what happened.
Yeah.
So he cheated on her. Okay?
1st.
First, this is how much we know about this
Richard,
whole
Oh,
drama.
hell
Richard was all
no.
up in the chisme.
He
Tables turned.
cheated on her. He cheated on her
Que no le
first.
gusta el chisme.
And then she said, give me a BBL and I'll forgive you. So le dio
Okay.
chichis y nalgas. So he rebuilt her body, right? Great, she's happy.
Damn.
Then she steps out and then he goes, then dude, I'm out. So he then steps out. So he's not an angel either. That's what I'm saying. There's
No, I didn't
always
think he was.
there's
I
always
didn't
stories to
think he
these
was.
things. But what I'm thinking he's doing now is going, I know the conversations we had about your first husband, about the first kid, and how you were trying to screw him. I even helped you to screw him.
Yeah.
Now I know that you are planning the same shit because I already know that MO. I know what you're going to try to do with my daughter, so why am I going to spend another dime?
She's dumb. She should have just walked away because she got a BB and everything.
Well, now she's famous on TikTok and we're talking about her. And she's mission accomplished. I mean, the fact that people have to stoop to these levels for us.
I think I have seen her. She don't look too bad. Good for her.
No, she
she
doesn't
could
look too
have
bad.
work done.
Yeah.
You're not ugly. You're broke. That's what I say.
We suck.
That's true.
We're broke, Gabs. We're just broke.
I know. Dang. That's what I tell Urban.
Baby, if you cheat on me,
I'll get you a BBL.
So you're gonna have like a BBL or boob clause in case
Yeah.
of cheating? Like
but then he's still leaving.
What?
You dumb as
Pay
that.
for the
Why?
BBL.
Well, that's the price.
Oh.
That's just the price. That doesn't mean you get to stay,
Oh,
homie.
shit. It's so funny. She makes it sound like I'm the one that's going to cheat. It's 50-50.
What if you cheat?
It's
Does he
50
get a
women
BBL?
cheat as much as men. Yeah.
Want a BBL?
Yeah, from another girl.
Get his chichis.
Get a chichis.
Get his chichis.
Yo quiero que me las quiten. Que me las pongan atrás.
Hey,
That's true. That'd be funny.
cancel. No.
cancel.
Canceled it. Oh, man. So, a new year,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have a lot of weddings.
Yes.
And then we're going to have a lot of parties.
Yes. I know we're coming up to a wedding.
I know we're coming up to a wedding. Yeah,
Let's get
yeah.
married.
My
Oh,
niece.
Richard's niece. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't announce it. 'Cause
Oh, well. Too late.
Oh,
Too late. No.
I don't know.
Well, they should be
Well,
listening
she already
to this
announced it. She already
podcast.
announced
She should be listening
They
to
should.
the
They
podcast.
should have already. Yes. If you're engaged, this is your
Or
podcast.
if you know of somebody that's getting engaged or married, say, hey, listen to this podcast. It's going to help
there's
your marriage.
Lots, yes, to talk about.
Rich is stupid, but Irvin, he'll give you some good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah. And the other one just agrees. The other two girls. Well, what about these wedding guests that think that the parties are for them and the drama about not having to have your kids there or not? Like,
oh yeah.
like you're having a party for you. You're getting married and you're putting on the invitation, no kids. But then you have that one tia, she's always going to come with her kid. That one tia doesn't care. And she's like, when I get there, and I'm just going to tell her I didn't see it, and they're just going to be like, well, they're already here. Just leave them here. There's always that one tia. How do you handle that lady? Do you let them stay?
Now, there's the argument, it's tradition. Like, mijo, the whole family has to celebrate. We don't have babysitters. Like, why do you put that on us? This and
Don't
that?
come.
Yeah.
Don't come.
Don't come. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I wanted you at my wedding and
Now,
I know you have
what
a
if
kid.
it's your sister?
That's what I'm saying. There are some people that do weddings and say no kids, but their sister, except for you, you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, once
do that.
once you let the sister in, the cousin's gonna go. Why don't
That's
you let
my
me bring
sister, girl. That's my sister.
Okay, but now you're playing favorites, so now you're gonna create drama in your
I'm
own
gonna pick
wedding.
my sister over my cousin. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Then there you go. Just no. You can do whatever you want. This is your wedding. I don't want you
I'm just
bitching
being-
and whining later because my cousin won't talk to me now.
Dang. That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
It's a trigger for him.
It's a trigger for Richard. No, I'm playing devil's advocate because that's what people do.
No,
That is
I
what
get
people
it.
do. Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. But understand that once you do that, you're allowing
Yeah, you
that
are.
to become an issue.
Yeah, it's true.
You kind of
So
are.
either no kids. I'm talking about even
Yeah.
talk to your sister and go, hey, if I'm going to go no kids, it's no kids. And I want you to appreciate my day.
Yeah.
Like find a babysitter for the kids.
Like, yeah.
Like find an issue. That's an issue that you need to figure out as a sister.
Yeah.
No kids, nobody.
Yeah.
And now you can hold that against your cousin. Goes, dude, si no deja mi hermana venir. If I didn't let my sister bring her kids, you think I'm going to let you bring in your kids?
Yeah.
Second, hire whoever your wedding coordinator is or an assistant to say, hey, the venue is not allowing any kids.
Yeah.
So it's off of your hands. Don't make it about you going up.
That's smart.
It's your wedding and now you're arguing
It's
with
the
your family
venue that
members 'cause
won't
they
allow
brought
it.
kids.
I like that.
Huh?
That's easier.
The
Huh?
venue.
The venue won't
Yeah.
allow
But
it.
don't be like at another tia's house and be like the venue.
Nah, that is
tia's
true.
house.
If it's somebody's
Venue,
backyard,
which is your tia.
Somebody's
Listen.
backyard. What, the venue? What do you mean?
listen, if your wedding is in a backyard, the kitchen's the least of your problems. You have neighbor issues, you have cholo issues, you have cop
cholos.
issues, you have dog barking issues, we have dirt issues, we have to remove cars that are not running anymore issues.
The antique car in
Yeah,
the back. With
You have to
spider
sweep the
webs.
backyard and pick up all the dog shit. You have bigger issues. Don't worry about the kids. Listen, no, it's true. If you're gonna have a fancy wedding, then you can afford somebody to stand at the door and go, "Sorry, no kids." The venue does not allow
It's
it.
only a couple. It's a couple hundred, like maybe $100-$200. How many hours are they gonna stand in the front?
If you are spending it at a hall and you don't want no kids, it's easy to tell the security guard, "Sorry,
Yeah.
no kids." Period. Like
Yeah.
the people that are checking for invitations.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah.
no, it's a private event.
I like that.
That's it. And that way, but don't do it yourself because you're gonna ruin your own wedding.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna start fighting and.
Mm-hmm.
No, agreed. That's good advice. I got nothing to add. I mean, it's true. It's
I
true.
like everyone's like, yeah,
Yep.
Yep, that's true.
That's true.
Put on someone else.
Mhm.
that's right. All right. Okay.
Wait, before we end, what is it that he's not a kid and now he can come?
What age?
What age? At 16? They're not a kid anymore?
I think
13, no?
15?
I don't know because
13 and under?
14?
that's Oh, you got to be clear, man. Be clear on those invitations.
That's why I'm right now. I'm telling you, is it 13 that's like
right.
13.
15?
That's a teenager. That's not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe
13.
yeah.
So as a 13, he can still come.
They're
I
not
would
dumb
say.
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
They
Yeah, I got
they should
13 at
behave.
teen.
Now, if that 13-year-old acts like a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 8-year-old, then
He's not gonna
no.
be running around. They're embarrassed at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're embarrassed. Ya les da vergüenza, huh?
That's what annoys you, right?
Like when
The running
puberty
around.
comes in,
Yeah,
then
when
they're no more
running
kids.
around.
Their voice changes.
Oh,
That
That was cute.
so cute.
All
That was
right.
fun.
No, that's clear.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, now
Richard's
let's-
favorite topic is next.
Mm.
According to King's Community on Instagram, research shows more than half of married women have a backup ex-boyfriend or friend. 70% in 2024. He's just a friend.
A guy they know they can knock on that door and he's gonna open it up and go, "Let's go, let's go." Is this true?
God, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I guess I'll say that.
Ooh, see,
Yeah.
Because Richard said, like, it's 50-50. Ask her, and I'm like,
I've from the people that I've seen, I would say around 50% of the young girls that I work with, like they for sure have someone like they can easily call.
on deck,
Yep.
ready to go,
Ready to go. Like that I know for a fact because I've seen him and I've heard him.
ready to
I've
go.
seen him do that. So
you've seen them do that?
I've
He
seen
was
him
there
do that,
holding
yeah.
the camera.
literally.
Literally?
Literally. No, it's just it's the craziest thing to me to see. It's younger people, but I mean, I remember reading a study about that like that's a female strategy for dating. Like they always have someone that they kind of keep watch of, whether it's a friend or something. Like they're more likely to do that than men are to do that. And that's a thing.
So men just cheat but don't have a backup.
It doesn't. I mean, I would say some do, I'm sure, but that seems to be a strategy that's more associated with women when people like look into it.
Okay.
Like women are more likely to do that, but of course they can both.
Because it's
do that.
more in like a feelings.
Yeah.
Like, it's more emotional.
Yeah.
I don't care. Still cheating, just because ours is lust.
No,
Well,
no,
I'll say that women are more likely to emotionally cheat. I'll say that for
There
sure.
you go.
I could
sure.
see that.
For sure.
But no, this is not saying that they're cheating. They're just saying that they have somebody there just in case.
Yes.
So they're in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a backup.
Let's just say your relationship didn't work out.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? Oh, there's this guy. I'll just talk to this guy.
So
There-
70%?
50.
No, 50.
70%
70.
in
According
2024,
to research.
according to King's Community.
Well, the devil's in the details though too. Like the way they ask that question,
Yeah.
that could mean a lot of things. My understanding when they ask that question is
Uh-huh.
you have someone in mind. Like doesn't mean that you're actively talking to them,
Right.
but you just have someone you know that's in your circle that's a go-to person.
And how big is your circle on Facebook? And how big is your circle on social media and on Instagram? So what before was a housewife in the 50s, her inner circle was a couple other married women that lived in the neighborhood. And they played, cards on Sunday. Now your circle is everything on TikTok and Instagram. That's your circle. And how many of those guys are willing to bang you? Shit, they already slipped into your DM.
Richard.
No, why do you? What?
They're
It's
just
true.
Indecente.
Indecente. While you
They're
read the
just
DMs.
talking.
What the hell? This guy.
You're over here
I've
sliding
never-
in
Clutching your
DMs.
pearls?
My God.
Me and Rocio play cards on Sunday.
Yeah, whatever. So that's what it is. Now you have more options. You have more options to pick from and go, okay, which of these guys that DM me already are willing to bang? All of these guys. All right, cool. Why? Because they said it on my DM. How do I know? It's right there. That's how it's, no. All right.
Yeah,
I
get what you're saying.
I imagine that's how it works.
I imagine that this thing is more like it's just somebody I'm going to talk to, like somebody I can talk. And they're not necessarily thinking I'm going to go ahead and bang this person. Like that's not what we're thinking.
No.
That's not how women work.
I know it's not that. I maybe like he said, I'm not wording
You're
it
such a dude.
the correct way.
You're such a dude.
Kind of.
You are going there for that emotional support.
Yeah.
No.
But tomorrow I'm gonna go get the Diddy oil.
The Diddy oil.
Sorry, it's sold
The
out.
rebrand.
It's
Johnson & Johnson is killing it right now.
Stock. Buy the stock in
I
there.
have to look for another brand.
So,
Oh my God. Okay,
yes.
you will.
But I'm saying for that emotional support.
Uh-huh.
For that emotional.
Can I say something though that I see a lot, and I'd like to get the opinion of our wives because I'm interested in that one.
Right.
I can't tell you how many girls, women, but younger girls, always have a friend that you know they like you, and you still keep them around. And when people are like, "Hey, you know they like you, right?" and they're like, "No, he doesn't like me," and it's like you know he likes you. Like everyone sees it around you, yet you keep him there. And whenever I get to talk to these girls, I finally get down to like, yes, I know they like me. It just feels nice to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have someone on the hook, basically.
Accurate.
Right? That's what I see a lot. But like, do you think that's what's going on? Or I mean, Rocio, you were
I
kind
think so. I think especially on the younger girls, they do that because they're dumb.
No, it is an age thing.
We're talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
Richard
right
and
now,
I
if
were
you're
talking
talking,
about that
you're talking
earlier.
about Gen Zers.
Yeah.
But like for us, it would be when we were younger. Yeah, we know a guy
you
likes you.
do
We know when a guy likes you, and you just are like,
100%.
but you keep them, because they say nice things to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also have the power to be like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
And we know that we have that power too. Because we're...
So I'm gonna fuck with you.
No,
Get away
no,
with
not
that one and that one. But, no, this one.
This one.
This one. That's really what you're doing with him.
Hey, but guys do it too.
Yeah.
No, but why don't you set that boundary from fucking first one?
It's not like that. It's not diabolical.
It's the same.
not
No,
that-
It's
it
not
doesn't-
go that far for
It's
us.
not like-
in our mind, it doesn't go that far.
I understand.
Don't think about it like
I
that. We're just like,
understand.
oh, whatever, it's cute.
Yes. Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
like
this
a
is the
brother.
thing.
Yeah. You're like, it's cute.
It's
Like
cute.
you're
Yes.
like a sibling.
Yeah,
I
right.
swear.
No, Ira. See, no,
No? Not like a
it's
sibling?
you know it's happening.
I don't know.
So
I didn't
why
ever
why
want it
not
to.
at that moment? Because how would you like it if we get Richie smells so good, and I told you, hey, this girl came up to me and just said, oh, you. Smell
That's a
so
different.
good.
That's a different thing, though.
Oh wait, hold on.
no,
What? See how this
no.
changed already?
Wait,
No.
wait,
I
wait.
think.
What do you mean?
I think.
We're single in this scenario. We're not with you all.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
No.
No, if a guy talks to me like that and I'm in a relationship, even when I was younger, I'd be like, hey, that's
Right.
too much. But when a guy's talking to you and you know he likes you
Yes.
and he doesn't talk to you like that, that's who you want to. You'll still talk to that person.
Like if you're single or
yeah.
in a
Even
relationship?
when you're in a relationship. Like,
Well, how do you know he likes you? What did he say or do to
You
tell
can tell there's a vibe.
Oh
A
yeah,
guy
no,
doesn't
there's an
hang out with you
invisible vibe.
because you're.
No,
Funny.
there's a vibe. The
You're
way
smart.
if somebody talks to you, you know when they like you. As a woman, we know.
yeah.
But if you're direct and you're saying things like that, that's wrong. I wouldn't have let you do
That's a
that if
turn
I was in a relationship. It was a turn. It'd be a turn off for me. Like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me like that. You know, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah. But what if it's the same thing? Like there's a girl that he doesn't have an interest because maybe that's not his type.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Richard. But
Richard's
she's
yeah.
like into Richard. Like you smell good, but she's not being overly upfront. But you could tell it's a crush.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't
Okay,
be
if she's not
uncomfortable?
being overly, then if I would be uncomfortable as his wife,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm hitched.
Yeah. So if you knew that there was a girl that liked me, you would have no problem with me talking to her.
I bet girls like you all the time.
No, we're talking about when we were younger selves, right? Now we're like,
Yeah.
now I'd probably be more toxica, but yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if it's like it depends on their age too.
It depends
Oh,
if she's
okay.
hot, bro.
It depends if she's hot. That's a good point,
true.
Gabs.
That's
If she's
true.
ugly, we're like, what?
That's
She's
cute.
not
That's
cute.
cute.
Yeah, if
messed
she's a
up.
hottie,
Hey,
That is messed
No,
up.
it's
Richard,
true.
shut up. Okay.
If she's a hottie,
we wouldn't
we
like it if he was cute or ugly. We wouldn't like it.
Whatever, dude.
It's the same thing. Like, oh, he's like my brother, but he's like super hot. You're like, I don't know,
You
man.
don't gotta worry about him, baby. He's just a brother.
Oh, okay.
We were all hugging.
Freaking Sweet Home
When
Alabama
she says a
kind
brother,
of brother.
she means a brother.
Oh.
just a brother.
I thought you said he was your brother. No, I said he's a brother. I've been letting you go to lunch with a brother all this time. Yes.
Said he was your brother.
Oh my god, you're out of control. Where's the ditty?
It's the details, man. The details.
He did it. It's all in the details.
Oh my god. Okay, that's enough for you.
Yeah.
Go like this.
Oh,
You
you
have
have
like
What did I do?
I don't know. You have like
Makeup
I
in
think
there?
your eyebrow.
Right, top-
It's my chola brows.
So your top left only.
Okay, we're gonna edit this, okay?
Okay.
Top left.
It's off. I
There you
think.
go. Okay, you got
Yeah,
it.
you're good,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
You're good.
It's like edit that in post.
Anyways, moving on from brothers,
Brothers.
the Diddy brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna call this the Diddy episode.
You should. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you guys saw these this TikTok. I'll probably put it in the link just in the description. These kids, they're like Gen Zers now, are having full on meltdowns in public.
Yeah.
And like when, for example, this one girl from this TikTok from Punk KRK3, it shows a young woman, like she's probably like, I don't know, 20, 21. She's upset and she's on the ground practically looking for the registration of her car because she just hit another woman in her car, an older woman. And she's upset because the woman's asking her for her license and registration. She's full on meltdown crying, throwing a tantrum, and like expecting the woman, the other woman to just leave. Like, and she's crying like she can't handle it. There's in her brain, she's having like a this is painful for her and her excuse is, I'm broke.
Yeah.
I'm broke. What? So what? So don't drive anymore. If you know you're broke, don't be driving because you might cause an accident and you can't pay for it. But she does it in her head, and the woman is so calm. The older woman, obviously, because we're smarter. You know, she's so calm, and she's just like, yeah, whatever, give me your stuff. And then she's handing her registration, really upset, and I don't understand. Are we doing this to our kids? How do we avoid this?
Yeah.
How do we avoid these kids having these
Me falta
meltdowns?
barrio. Y ahorita explico qué quiere decir eso.
Me
Go
falta
ahead,
barrio.
Irvin.
Okay, Irvin.
Oh,
Let's
I was ready to
do
get knowledge right now, bro. I was like, okay, that sounds fancy. Okay.
Le falta barrio. There you go.
That's chingadazos.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, they kind of do need that. Like, there needs to be discipline. I mean, look, your job as a parent is not for your child to be necessarily happy all the time. Like, yes, that's part of it. But the idea is you're trying to teach your child to be a freaking grown-up, an adult, to succeed in life. And when the little kid is there and they're crying, your job is to help them co-regulate. That's the fancy word of saying teaching them to calm down. You're being the teacher. You're helping them. What the mistake a lot of people do, and I get it, you know, you have responsibilities, job, all these things that are stressing you out. And so you give them the tablet, you give them whatever they want, and they stop. And okay, it's a quick Band-Aid fix. But the issue is that you're not teaching the child to self-regulate and calm down. As a parent, your job is to teach them initially and help them. And as they get older, the idea is they learn to do that for themselves. When you don't teach them that and you just give them what they want, because look, when I was watching the video and that woman, I was gonna say little girl, she basically is.
Yeah.
That girl, she's a woman. I mean, she's like what, 19 at least, or
Probably, yeah.
21? I mean, she's young.
Old enough to drive and
Yeah.
Yeah,
know that
exactly.
she fucked up.
Exactly. And no, just the energy I got is literally the baby at Target or Walmart that's crying because they want the thing. And like they know if I just cry long enough, the person will give up and give me what I want. That's the exact energy that woman had. And so that's what taught me, like, oh, this their parents did not do her any favors there. Yeah, they didn't discipline. And so that's an extreme version of a person who doesn't know how to control themselves, but that's kind of what could happen.
That is an older couple having a child and putting it on cruise control. And I don't even know her parents, but I guarantee you, if I meet her parents, they're elderly, like in maybe late 70s. And she was just given everything in life. Helicopter her everywhere she needed. Any problem, I guarantee you the car's not going to register under her name. The mom must have told her, look, you're old enough to get your own insurance. Go get your insurance. That's why she's crying, because she doesn't have insurance. Somebody with insurance does not freak out. The old lady has insurance. That's why she's like, whatever, just give me your paperwork. It's no big deal.
Yeah, because she's saying, I can't afford this.
Exactly. So what's I can't afford what? You can't afford now, big mistake.
Yeah.
Because right now you didn't pay for your insurance. And now you're trying to cry your way out of this big problem you have. Because now you're liable for all the damages on that car and your car.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to deal with adversity because she never had to. Her parents always helicopter her out of it, so she's going to cry until they show up. The next phone call is going to be her mom and dad right now. After that video. That's it. But the only reason she's crying is because she knows, oh, shit, I didn't pay for my
How do I
insurance.
get out of this? Yeah.
But there was no adversity. That's why I tell you with Oli, we're just having a conversation. I said, we're done with the baby talk. We're done with the tantrums. We're done with not using our words. We're done with not communicating. Like, if we have a problem, we're going to talk about it. You're 10. Like, it starts now. I want her to learn how to be an adult now. So when she does become an adult, she is more balanced and has more emotional intelligence.
I mean, I see it changing.
Yes.
Yesterday, she gave me the silent treatment.
Yeah, she tried.
She tried, but it didn't work. It didn't work, but because we didn't allow it.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't allow it.
We don't feed into that shit. We don't give a fuck.
I literally told her to go to her room. And I said, because I was disappointed at something she did. I'm like, you know what? Go to your room. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
And then later she comes out of her room and I'm trying to talk to her and she goes, I thought you didn't want to talk. Like, she's trying to ignore me. I said, wait. No, you're going to sit down right here. We're going to talk. And she was like, but you said you didn't want to see me. She's trying to do the reverse psychology. They're so smart.
Yeah.
You got to throw it back on them and you be the parent. Because, man, it's hard, though. But, like, you have to be the parent.
And I tell her, it's not a question, it's a statement. I'm telling you, this is what you're going to do. I'm not asking if you want to do it. Whatever reason you have is none of my business. That's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you to do is do this. And that's it. She goes, okay.
They try to outsmart you, man. And sometimes they'll get you, but...
Yeah.
Gotta remember to turn it around.
I'm like, you're giving me the silent treatment? That's what I want. Thank you. I don't want to talk to you.
Ta-da! It worked. Shut up.
Oh, darn.
No, but they'll come and fall in front of you.
I know. I'm hungry. We're not talking.
What happened to the silent?
You're punishing me, remember?
This is the worst silent treatment ever.
It's hilarious. We talk about the mind games too with like kids. I tell Richard, I tell all my friends, and I wait for Oli to hear me. She's a good kid. I say she's a great kid. She's very independent. I know she's listening to me. I feel like, and I've heard this that when you speak about a certain way about your kids, they try to live up to that, as opposed to if I'm talking about her in a negative way, like, oh, she's such a bad kid. She's always getting bad grades. She's always fighting.
Yeah.
She's not going to care. And she's going to continue to do that. Or she's going to try to, like, she's just not going to live up to whatever I'm expecting from her.
Oh, she's living up to exactly what you said.
Right. So that's why it's better for us to talk about them in positive light or whatever little positive thing you know about your kid. And if you know they're listening, talk about that positive thing.
Yeah.
So that they can live up to that. Does that make sense? Is that a real thing?
That's a real thing. I mean, that's a thing that we teach in psychology. Yesterday when we were talking and I went through CBT, the cognitive behavioral therapy, I was showing them it's kind of like a triangle. I usually like to show like a triangle, three corners.
Illuminati?
And that's true. I know. I'm like,
it all comes down
allegedly.
to Diddy.
Allegedly.
Put your hands down. Diddy's
like,
watching.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's a triangle, imagine it. And, just think on the top, it's your thoughts. On the side right here, it's your feelings or emotions. And on the other side, it's your behaviors. All three of the triangle are completely linked together. So when one is affected, the other two are affected. And it's really simple. Like if you're having a negative thought, you're likely to have a negative emotion, right? And if you're having a negative emotion and a negative thought, you're probably going to act it out in a negative way, right? So I always say this. I remember we went to Disneyland one time, Gabby and I, and we're just on a ride. We're waiting. It's like an hour. And I see this couple in front of me, and they're very cute, and they're being all lovey-dovey and everything, and they're being affectionate. And then out of nowhere, the guy gets a text or something in his phone, and he just kind of goes like this, and like really quickly, and he just puts it like he almost hides it. And I'm just like, oh, I know exactly how this girl's gonna react. So I look at her immediately, and of course that's how she reacts, right? She just had that like stare, like,
who's messaging?
Yeah, exactly, right.
And it happened in seconds. In seconds, she decided this is not right.
Exactly. It's the way he acted.
Yeah.
But what went through her mind though?
In seconds, and then here comes the negative reaction to that thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
To that negative thought. Oh, he's cheating on me.
Exactly. Something like that, right? He cheated on me. So she feels angry or betrayed. In her behavior, she's passive aggressive. She was standoffish, cold,
right
silent
away.
treatment right away for the whole hour.
Oh, I love it.
Right? And that CBT just played out in front of you in a negative way.
Wow.
Right? And so think about it, like you said, right? Part of the CBT is something called underlying beliefs. That's what you just said. I'm a bad kid.
Right.
Because you kept hearing it all the time, right? Because you get in trouble, and so you now believe I'm just a bad kid. And so it's like these glasses or sunglasses. You still see the world, but if I had blue tinted glasses, I still see the world as it is, but it's tinted blue. It's distorted. So a lot of these kids that think that they're bad kids, it's because they heard it growing up. So yes, when you were saying, if you say like, hey, you're a good kid, or you're capable so much, you did such a great job, all these things, it builds up a positive view of themselves. Because if you don't, you're feeding the other one, which is they start looking at themselves negatively. And it's like glasses, right? Like that's why I meet people that come to therapy and they're like, no one loves me, because that's what they heard growing up. And so now when they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, and they're like, hey, I love you, you're just saying that because they can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They have it in their mind, I am unlovable, and you're only saying that because you feel bad for me. And so, yeah, underlying beliefs, that's exactly what you were talking about right now.
Teofimo Lopez is a boxer, and I saw the show today, and they asked him, did you know you were world champion? How did you know? He says, my dad knew. My dad told me every day I was going to be a world champion. And he said, I can beat anybody in front of me. He says, my dad said I was unstoppable. My dad would tell me every single waking moment. He says, I was the best thing since sliced bread. And you meet his dad, and his dad's like, my son's the greatest. Nobody can beat my son. My son's like, and he just believes and chants this every single day.
And it worked.
And he says, I just said, shit, my dad says it, I guess. Like, all my life, I didn't know anything else. I never knew that I wasn't a champ. My dad always said, you're a champ. He says, and that's it. You just live knowing you're the best. I don't know anything else. I was like, wow. He said, he talked it into fruition. He literally talked it into fruition. I was like, oh,
well, it's like you when you tell Oli like that she's pretty. Like he tells her all, it's just so beautiful. You're my beautiful, like you're beautiful. And like now that you ask her, like, are you beautiful? She goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Oh, she'll add it in conversation so nonchalant, because I'm pretty. So when I'm like, well,
just slide that in there.
Yeah, like,
but I told Richard, oh my gosh,
I'm pretty.
She's not gonna sound humble, so because she's like she believes it. She really does. And we're like, you're the prettiest girl in the world, right? And she's like, yeah. Because that's cute. I'm like, oh man, I hope she's not conceited.
I know, you're like, damn.
Like, are we ruining this kid?
No, I would rather have the confidence.
Yeah, I'd rather have her. I'd rather have the
It was the opposite of her.
No, kidding. No, that's good. It's good that she has confidence.
But it's true. I mean, pump up your kids that way. I like that story about the boxer.
100%.
Yeah,
that's great.
What's next?
That's it.
Huh?
That's it, guys.
What do you mean that's it?
You got any dating tips?
Oh, dating tips. Yes. Give somebody a chance that you normally wouldn't. Especially if you're a lonely person. I was remembering the guy in Santa Barbara. Remember a long time ago? This young college student. He killed a bunch of people in Santa Barbara.
Oh my God, yes. I remember that.
And his whole note was because so-and-so rejected
nobody,
him, and she never wanted me, and she was never this, and she was like, and I'm like, dude, did you know that the girl sitting behind you really liked you?
Yeah, but you never gave her a chance.
You never gave her a chance. You understand? You get obsessed with people that don't like you when you don't even look around, and there's a bunch of people who would love to date you, but you won't give them a chance.
You're blinded.
No, because you're self-centered, selfish.
Yeah.
Because they're not pretty enough, or maybe you're not pretty enough.
Maybe it's your
You know what I mean? I mean, like, what the hell? Why aren't you giving it because they're not pretty?
Maybe it's your
You're
attitude.
not pretty. Yeah, maybe it's your attitude because you're the kind of person.
Face.
I mean, yeah.
That or live with your mom. I don't
Gabby
give
will
a
tell
shit.
you if you're ugly. Huh, Gabby?
I mean, no, but
But you are the one that brought it up. So
I mean, yeah, give people a chance, but also, I mean, don't settle either.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess
That's true, too.
Anything else? Anything else? That's it.
Yes, do something selfish for yourself this year.
Oh,
do
that's
something
true.
for
Oh, that's true. We
yourself. Do
talked about
something.
that.
Yeah, you know what? I think this year I was like a little bit more selfish because Gabby, she teaches me things like, to take PTO more often. And I did more PTO this year. This year, and I got a lot of PTO coming up. So I'm loving it, man. I'm not doing anything.
I know.
Yeah, be selfish. That's right.
So I was
Do
being a
something
little
for yourself.
selfish, and I'm starting already again this year.
Good.
Thank you.
You should,
Learning.
you should.
I look, I'm gonna be real cheesy with the therapy right now. You're not being selfish. You're being self-focused. It's different, right? Because selfish comes at the cost of someone else. You being selfish is like you take a day off and you can't, it's not gonna help the finances because you help with the mortgage. You're being selfish. But self-care or self-focus is like, no, I'm able to do this. It's not coming at the cost of anyone. It's just I'm taking time for me.
Okay. I like that. See? I'm being so focused, babe.
Self-focus.
What are you doing this year for yourself?
Saving my money.
No, you're not.
Self-focus.
I know you're not.
It's like, no, you're not.
No, you know what? My biggest focus is going to be that Fox Theater. That's going to be my gift to me this year.
That's right.
Is selling out that Fox Theater, working on this new hour. Me and Irvin already put in some work on it. So I wanted to have more substance, more meat in the material so people walk away not just laughing, but going, man, that kind of made fucking sense. You know what I mean? And that's it. I mean, I'm really excited again about writing and producing.
I know you said you wanted to be more truthful and not think about like how people are going to view your because you have a lot of thoughts that like people don't want to hear now because we're so focused on like, oh, that's such a negative thought, like, and we don't want to hear stuff. And with cancel culture, I know you had said you wanted to be more truthful and just be open about everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're transparent, there's no cancellation.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I told you I was an asshole, you knew it. I told you.
Yeah, I told you who I
There was
was.
no surprise there. You know what I mean?
That is
But that's
true.
you being transparent. And then so people can see your flaws and go, he's not perfect.
Yeah.
He's just saying what he thinks. And I hope they appreciate it in that sense. They go, he's not telling it about me. And that's how I'm going to start my set. Listen, if anything that I say offends you in any way, shape, or form, get the fuck out. Because this is my life. This is all I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to mess with the audience. I'm not going to bring anybody on stage. Yeah. I'm just going to sell my truth. Yeah. Now, if the shoe fits, then I hope it helps you. But don't go posting shit or he said this, he said that. That's what happened to me. That's it.
It's your story.
And that's it. I'd rather live life that way when they go, but you said this. Absolutely. Yes, I said it.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of good stories, though.
Yes.
Kidnappings.
Kidnapping story. You have to.
Bro, I never heard that story.
2 of them.
We have to put it on stage.
2 kidnappings. Look, he's freaking out over here, our producer.
He's like, what?
My mom smuggling an illegal immigrant.
Yo, I know, I told her about that one.
Like,
I was like,
his mom eating a
He used to
coyote.
make a movie of, like-
we passed
So
the.
when I sent my mom,
Bro.
you know what the deal was? His wife was going to help my mom with the birth. So that's why my mom was like, okay,
You guys gotta say that. Maybe you guys gotta get ready for this theater show. All the stuff is gonna come
my
out.
mom becomes a smuggler and starts bringing.
Somehow this becomes funny. I promise.
Yes, I get kidnapped.
Lord have mercy.
These are real stories that are gonna be funny.
Yes.
They are funny.
Yes.
But it's
All right.
true real life stuff.
All right, that's it.
Any other closing thoughts?
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Everybody.
Yes.
Let's.
Pórtense bien.
Yes, and share it, guys.
Stay out of
Honestly,
jail.
She's supposed to
If
like
there
wear
is-
red underwear or
yeah,
New Year's.
all that is
I don't wear any.
grapes. You don't wear any? Cochinga.
if these listeners are thinking of somebody that they think this podcast would help, just to build their self-esteem and maybe make them more aware of their relationship, this is a great gift to just share and go, hey, maybe you should take a listen to this. You know, maybe you should listen to these people.
Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Well,
Let's go.
bye-bye. Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much, guys.
Bye,
We'll say
2024.
thank you to all
Hello,
the sponsors, guys.
2025.
We'll see you next year.
Bye.
Clovis Realty, thank you very much for sponsoring this show. Listen, sometimes it works out, so you're going to have to sell this home. Why not go to them? You're in good hands. What if it does work out and you want to buy a home? Go with them. So thank you very much for sponsoring this show. We'll leave the email. You can contact Ignacio. Tell him I sent you.
I'd like to thank the sponsors of this podcast, one of them being Weber Counseling Services. It's actually somewhere that I work. If you need any sort of mental health needs from family therapy, couples counseling, individual, or any trauma work, we are the clinic for you. We have several qualified therapists there, me included. And one of the things that I really want to specify is that we do EMDR. It's therapy used for trauma work. So if there's something that you have a hard time getting past, that's something that I really highly recommend.
One of our sponsors that provides us this beautiful home where we can bring you all this information is Fairway Staffing. They allow us to come to the studio and provide you with this kind of content. So please support them if you are looking for any workforce, any employees for companies, fundraisers, whatever event you have, you need manpower, they can help you. Fairway Staffing at fairwaystaffing.com.